Hi everyone, my name is Animesh and I am going to review the movie 12 Fail. This is my first ever movie review. I've been quite a movie buff and I do generally give casual reviews to my friends and all. This is kind of a formal one for me. Okay, to begin with, I'm going to structure this review into three parts. Um, First is what works well, second is what didn't work well according to me, and third is basically summing up every thing that I've said. I mean, it's kind of an overall feedback. So coming to the first part, what really worked well, I would go ahead and begin by saying that Vikrant is an absolutely fantastic actor. The best movie by far I liked in which Vikrant acted would be, in my opinion, would be The Death in the Gunj. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. It's a great movie. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic movie with some great actors, including Vikrant. And I think I loved Criminal Justice. In Hotstar it came up. I loved his acting there as well. And from then on, I think I understood this guy as a great actor with emotions that the bhav that comes out from him is completely unimaginable, and it is quite relatable if you ask me, right? So that way I loved his acting a lot. um, However, not the best of the acting of his acting, but yeah, it's quite good. Also, what I loved is the supporting actors in the movie, right? From the grandmother to his father to his friend or his guide, they played a great role, and all of these guys together form a great movie, I would say, that you can watch out for. The other thing that really worked well is the last 10 minutes of the movie. um, it came out really really well. I was looking for some goosebumps in the movie because the way the movie is appears to be like a person who's failed, and when you begin to watch the movie, or when you have not watched the movie, you would assume, right, it is like a movie about someone who has failed in his life. So you naturally want to go for such kind of moments of goosebumps, right? I didn't find movie having so many of them, but in the last 10 minutes it had done it did it really well. And the emotions coming out at that those last minutes of the movie was absolutely phenomenal. So I give that kudos to the director and the actors who did it really well. Yeah, those were the things that I loved in the movie. Now, coming to the point, what really didn't work well, according to me, is that it lost its antagonist somewhere around, when the movie is almost about to get over, like 2 hours in the run time, or 1 hour 50 minutes or something. It lost its antagonist. And what do I mean with that? Is that every movie has a protagonist, which is an actor, or antagonist, which is like a villain, right, or something which opposes, or something that doesn't allow the actor to achieve its goal, or to fulfill his goal, right? Fulfill the goal. And in this case, the movie has had a very clear antagonist, which was more or less about, kind of giving up, or the failures, or the despair. These were the antagonists mostly in the movie at many times. But at the point, the movie like could have ended because the person got the help what he needs. I mean, in this case, Manoj Sharma, he got the help what he needed. He got his friend who got him a place to study, a place, a room with all kind of convenience given to him, or whatever, in that form. I mean, in the IS preparation form, whatever you want. So that was almost like an end to the movie. It, it may not have continued, but it had to forcefully get an antagonist, and that was the interviewer, right? I felt that that was too forced, and it would have been a simple end to the movie. But yeah, because the movie has to have a closure with a result, right? Uh, it may have made sense, but I felt from a cinema point of view, it lost. its antagonist. And yeah, the other thing that I really didn't find really great is music or any background music, something that you take it back with you, right? Any movie that you watch in a theater, or any movie that you watch, any series that you watch, something if you that you take it back with you and that lingers in your mind for a while, that would be something, that is when the movie is called really a great movie, a movie that you will remember for a long time. For example, I would say in the if you are because the background music has come into the fore, I would say the movie that would come to my mind is Interstellar, right? I mean, I know I hope most of you have watched it, and that music still lingers in my mind whenever you hear similar kind of music, or you hear the word Interstellar, right? So the background music plays a very key role, and it did not really play very great role in this case. So that was the second thing that did not really work for me. The other thing that didn't really work, in my opinion, was the love story coming in between or coming to the fore. It should have been a background, but it came to the foreground at some point in the movie, and you felt that it's a movie about love story rather than IS. Or IS could be, of course, it was about conquering that IAS exam, but it looked like love story came to the foreground because there was an attempt made in the movie to actually go and confront the lover or something. So that's that I felt was not necessary because now a movie has to be made. I think it's okay, but still that did not I did not really kind of um, yeah, it did not really register well with me. So that is one other thing that did not really work well. Overall feedback is it's a great movie to watch out for. Go with your family, take your family. It's you. You Miss Universal, so you can take your family. I took my daughter. Some people may like it more. For example, in my case, it was my daughter who loved it absolutely, very much. I mean, she stood and clapped in the movie, and she told it was the best movie she has watched. And the reason why they love is because of a similar kind of context, right? Where they also have to fail somewhere. They fail somewhere, and then they have to restart something. So it's naturally they would love. Okay, and so yeah, you can take your family easily. You can take your family, and you'd love the movie. There's no moment where you feel like, oh, I'm getting bored, because movie has that, it does work, it does run quite well. Overall direction is quite okay. It's not that fantastic, I would say. The storyline takes the movie quite well along, so direction is okay. It also didn't have any kind of a punchline or anything that you'd remember or you'd take it back with you. Maybe there is something, but I did not. I like, you had Jadoo Ki Jhappi, here we have Restart, but I don't think Restart would become such a trend. I'm not too sure about it. From the cinema point of view, as I said, it lacked some basic stuff, and that's okay. A similar movie that I would love, I would say that some a movie that was a little better than this movie would be Super 30. I felt Super 30 has a lot of goosebump moment for me, and it played out really well. It is a different kind of a story, and I know it's a different stuff, but it had something similar, right? And if you really want to watch a movie about IAS, I would say watch for Aspirants from TVF, which is being played, which is also there in YouTube, and now it's coming to Amazon Mini TV. I'm not too sure, but I watched the first part and the second season of IAS Aspirants, and they are absolutely does a great justice to the IAS examination point of view, right? Um, yeah, I would say go ahead and watch it. Like I said before, with your family if you can. You love it. You love it. People like us who are strugglers and who have failed at some point of time, and I would say it gives that needed inspiration. Thank you. Bye, everyone.